All right, Valley, thank you. Arlington, make some noise. It is time for our marquee matchup, and I know you guys have been waiting for this one all day long. And time to bring out our first squad, looking to build another dynasty brick by brick. I give to you OpTic Texas! Give it up for Dashy, Shotzzy, iLLeY, and Scump! OpTic Texas!
Seeing the boys take the stage right now. aLLeY, this is what we've all been waiting for. I mean, you gotta be hyped.
Dude, I am terrified right now. Dashy still had his mask on, bro. He is all business on that stage, man. I'm expecting him to fry.
Yes, now, Kai Blaze, you already know what the crowd was. Bring out the LA boys.
All right, Belly, you said it. They need a challenger. And to bring out a squad looking to steal the show, I give to you the Los Angeles Thieves! We got Draza, Kenny, Envoy, and Octane. Give it up for the Thieves!
I'm loving it. The crowd is letting us know what exactly is on their mind. And Nameless, this is going to be a rivalry that I hope just comes to fruition for years to come.
Absolutely. I mean, these guys are some cold-blooded killers, man. All of them are absolutely insane individually. Now you got Envoy there on the revenge tour. You know he wants to win this match.
Yes, now let's send this back over to the stage. Blaze, the tension is thick, baby.
We got a stage full of killers, you right. This is a series you don't want to miss. I'm about to go hydrate to get my popcorn. Strap yourself in. You don't want to miss this one. Belly, break it all down for us.
Woo! All right, let's break it down brick by brick. Slack, starting with you, man. For those of you at home, we're about to give you a little lesson right now. When it came to this OpTic Texas team, how did they come together?
So actually in the offseason, you had a combination of two organizations basically come together. You had the likes of Dallas Empire and then the formerly Chicago OpTic or OpTic Chicago. Basically, you have Scump and Dashy come along the likes of iLLeY and Shotzzy. I'm so excited to watch this team finally perform on LAN.
Oh, this is going to be so crazy. You guys know we brought your boy Miles and Chance to break it all down. Fellas, you got the marquee matchup game of the day. Have fun and take it away.
Oh, Belly, it's time. We saw this coming up in the calendar. We knew it was going to be a big one. I'll tell you what, Chance, we've been excited since yesterday. These bad boys could cut glass right now. I'm ready to rock and roll.
I'm ready to rock and roll too. Maybe slightly less excited than that, but I've been waiting to watch OpTic play on LAN for such a long time. We're watching this team in scrims, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think this team has their spot almost solidified in the grand finals. I think they're that good. I will knock on someone that's right next to me, so no jinxes allowed, but they look clean. They have a great coaching staff behind them, and they are freak of natures on this sticks. I think they're going to be a force all year.
Yeah, it's going to be a good looking start to the very exciting season for this squad. And again, maps and modes all across the board here, kicking this one off with Gavutu. Nice to see something other than Bocage, so we appreciate you, friends. Desert Siege map 2, a double dose of Tuscan, and if that doesn't cure your ails, Berlin S&D for game 5. Chance, what do you make of the maps and modes? What are you feeling so far?
I mean, look, it's a couple run it backs from yesterday for the LA Thieves, right? We saw them on Gavutu. They got the dub against Paris, and it was off the back of one hill. P5 is where they were shining. OpTic need to make sure that they can handle it. No money hills from either team. Mistake-free Call of Duty.
Here we go. It is now time to get your Game Fuel marquee match underway. And we're kicking this one off. Woo! The 2 beats from iLLeY. We battle over towards the hard point. For those of you joining us for the very first time, it's first to 250 seconds in these glowing hard points. Up first, though, it's OpTic Texas. Sweet time going their way. You see the Thieves trying to make their way forward. They're going to run into Dashy. He's going to be the first player holding this one down. iLLeY's got his back. Envoy, their former teammate, cut down immediately. And iLLeY, what a start this is. It's a force break.
Well, he's actually going to fall. Scump somehow even manages to kill himself. Don't know how you pull that off, but either way, Thieves, they will take that little bit of love. They will get back inside the point. And keep in mind, for the rotations, you want this right side of the map basically for the first 2.5 minutes of the game. Players are starting to fall though, and Thieves, number 6, pushes out to the flip side. They flip themselves out. OpTic will make use of this long term if they can figure it out.
We may see the lead come to an even keel, but now the new hard point pops open both sides. It's going to be OpTic with the control. There we go, into the point they have it. Over the push come from the Thieves now. Envoy from the top side. Does get cut down by Dashy. The trades are on point, and it looks like the Thieves managed to come out on top. Shotzzy, last player left out.
Oh, Kenny starts off 4-0, by the way, getting a little bit of love for the Thieves again. A mistake to actually flip those spawns, but hey, if you're getting the hill time, you will take it. Taking over the lead, and OpTic, they're all trying to flood in the front, lining up maybe for Draza. Cannot get the first. The SMGs have made it to the boat.
Yep, boats holding down well. Less than 30 seconds now remaining on this one. Kenny now starting to think about next hard point. Big kills either way. 7-1 for him. It's currently a 3 spree. Now, 20 seconds left on this point. We're going to the top right-hand side of the map, over towards the beach, and you've got iLLeY in position already. He's going to go up against Envoy now, the winner of this fight. That's an important one. That first hard point, few seconds, should be OpTic's.
I mean, look, though, 40-second lead is quite good after the first 2 hills, especially the way the opening breaks went down. OpTic, though, Kenny is the man you need to kill, and Dashy able to take him down. No score streaks, but look at those spawns for LA Thieves. That is going to be super close. 3 players are going to be behind enemy lines, and OpTic, for the moment, not reading it. Scump, the first to turn.
Well, Game Fuel featured player will stay on board with him for a mo while he tries to deal with these attackers. It's Thieves coming from the south side of the map, and they're making their way in. Scump right off spawn. You see how far away he is now. He's got to get over towards that hard point ASAP. The nade will help out, but it's Dashy trying to stay alive in that hill for as long as he could. He soaks up that time, and it's all good for now, but strong shots out of Kenny once again. We're gassing him to begin with. He had a big day yesterday, and for the Game Fuel keys to victory, he needs to do it again.
Scump right now having problems, right? 3 and 7. Kenny has 12 on the flip side, getting eviscerated on his way towards the point. This was OpTic with the early rotation. They get broken down. The good news is, if you end up giving up those spawns from this old hill, well, you get this setup from new. Scrap time for LA Thieves, but OpTic now need to keep them contained, need to let them not get past B1, but Draza is ripping heads.
The Alaskan Assassin finds himself a pair, 5 to 6 overall. Left side of the map now towards the next hard point, the radio tower. All good so far. Kenny catches himself a sweet kill on a Shotzzy unaware, and here come the nades. The break has to be on now for the LA Thieves. Still have a decent lead. The spawns for OpTic on the tight-hand side of that left part of the map. That cliff side of the map is going to be a tough one to break. Kenny now trying to make his way in. His kills all over the feed there for OpTic. Draza's up next. He finds one. Kenny now can't get anything done. It's big shots out of iLLeY, and once again, OpTic holds the line.
4-man hold. Draza, though, the next one up. He was able to take down 3 off spawn. Can't get the 4th. The reinforcements, though, were there, and the pressure comes through from the cliffside spawns. LA Thieves, again, from the bad side, having to go for these breaks are causing problems, pinning them back. And even with the 2 kills come through, LA Thieves always have that extra person there. Only 15 seconds left on the hill. OpTic should secure this, but now this is where things get dicey. This is the hill where LA Thieves dominated yesterday in their matchup, and they're going to have that rotation. This is the key for OpTic. If they can handle breaking through this hill, and they're pushing through beachside, doing the right thing, they can have success, but the pressure is on.
Lower right-hand side of the map, LA Thieves in full control of the low dock side. OpTic Texas now on the approach. Perfect timed, and I'll go for a listen-in with OpTic Texas.
Time got out.
Probably cages.
Yo, we spotted, we spotted, we spotted.
Top right tower. Alright, top right tower.
Back green, back green.
Top green dead. Yo, one more. Looking on me.
Okay, dead.
Top green, top green. Yo, I think top green or some shit. Or he hit middle. Not sure.
I could try to pick him mid.
Yo, left on Alpha, dead. Nice center, I naded in front of you.
In front of you?
Yeah, I got naded.
Yo, go top side. Yo, hold up. Yo, he's yours.
It's your cutting.
Yeah, Mr. Spotted. I'm gonna go P1.
Mr. Skinny. Yo, same little. Mid box.
Good win. I'm already going new.
Top
three guys. I'm already new, guys. It could be mid-stairs on me.
Toodle.
Yo, can you go?
Yo, I'm helping you.
I'm rolling.
I don't watch out.
I think it's stairs.
There's 2 on mid.
I need outer. I'll get this one. Yo, hold mid-stairs.
Okay.
There's usually 2 on middle.
I'm holding mid-stairs, Brandon.
Okay. I have our side.
Yo, what's they're deep on me.
Yo, good picture, picture.
I have our side.
Good picture, good picture. Yo, picture.
Yo, Mr. Harrison drop.
There's that's 4.
Are we flipping?
Yeah, I'm pushing back. Go help it mid-stairs.
Okay.
Top green. Oh boy.
Yo, they stuck me from mid-cut.
Top green really got it.
The back shot.
Every
Cut 2.
They could be, no, they can only go the other side.
Yo, what's the draws?
Draws dead. Back.
Let's go.
I'm getting over. Close. I need their side.
I'm mid-stairs, nade dead. Push you.
I got needed.
Just go, die.
I'm already going right side.
You got this time?
Yeah, I got it.
Yo, what name?
You should go the other side, Brandon.
I really want.
Yo, one guy's on me.
No, you go.
Look all the way
dead. Yo, Andrew, I'm holding their ladder.
Other side. I got you. Watch out, 3 more. I'm holding. I'm gonna go this. Okay. Actually, I'm
holding ladder.
I have help from mid.
The transformation there from OpTic Texas, Chancellor in the comms, they were fast and furious, but the scoreline right back at even keel almost.
I mean, they've caught up, and that's great news from them, right? The comms, maybe not as much small talk as I wanted, but they started to pick things up just a little bit. But we've seen like 4 team kills at this point for OpTic, so that small talk really needs to crank up, and Scump as well needs to step up his game, nearly double negative, and he switched over to that MP40, but to the boat we go. Scump able to find just one. His teammates now down low for the help. They're starting to find some of these kills, looking forward, trying to find that aggression and make some more noise, but Draza and Envoy are there to slow them down.
Yeah, Draza cuts down our game fuel featured player. We'll see if he can bring that one back in a moment. 25 seconds left here on the inside of those. Second hard point in the rotation. Second set, as we're now going to see us rotate over to the top right-hand side of the map once again. And it's Big Bruce. Dashy's there first and foremost. Now he has to contain with Octane. Not an easy fight indeed. This is an AR on AR battle. We talked about the snipes and the game fuel keys, but here we go. They're going toe-to-toe. Reinforcements arriving for Dashy there as he scutters around inside the boat. But you see that right-hand side of the screen. That's where the rest of the team's coming from. Kenny at the cross, and it's a big kill as Dashy holds the point down.
And look at that teamwork, Scump soaring through, but another team kill. This one, though, might not make any bit of difference. Scump off spawn is able to get towards P1, and those back spawns Thieves, they need one clean shot in trying to make this happen, and they're going for the full wrap. Scump, I think, might read this. He's got a gunfight against Envoy. Scump takes him down. Dashy's still alive in the streak, not able to take the player outside of the hill. This has been so much time for OpTic. They are right back in this game.
Thieves still maintain control, though. 30 seconds left on this one. Shotzzy looking to find 1 or 2 at the very least as he tries to stop them and get him off that point. Draza's still there, soaking up the time. Envoy pushing the players out. Over to our game fuel featured player Scump once again. He's cooking a peach. How does it land? And it does. Big damage. Not enough to get the kill, though. And still, looking at that mini-map now, you've got to feel good for OpTic Texas. Left-hand side of the map covered. We'll see if they can get it.
And it's all about picking up these kills, right? You see Dashy at the bottom of the mini-map trying to pick off a very deep angle. He's almost guaranteed to get one. Kenny, no, not even Kenny. Ready for the gunfight and drops him. That means the cliffside is open. And where's Dashy going to spawn? He does get towards the back, but the Thieves, they are knocking on the devil's door.
Crossover, 200 points now for the LA Thieves. Here's Kenny trying to make the break. It wasn't good in the first set, and it ain't looking good now. You still got Octane up close. The Shotzzy starts to push him out. Not able to get any more in that life, but iLLeY, the Pope, chilling out here on the point, soaking up this time, purring away as he can find any few more kills. That'd be ideal. And here come the Thieves, right through the front. The tactical retreat as the time's still going. And this is a great crossfire now as both teams going at each other. It's toe-to-toe on the point. 5 seconds before we'll tie this one up. And OpTic Texas, they're going to take the lead.
Taking the lead, and we are getting ready to go for that reset again. This is the P5. This is the hill where Thieves have had all the success. You see all those white arrows on the minimap. They're gearing up around. Envoy's got the middle of the map on lock. And this is OpTic's game plan, right? You see Scump going for it. Push up towards the beach, and if you make it far enough, you start to squad spawn your teammates on top of you. But Dashy so far away. Shotzzy holds the kill cam, and iLLeY right there. They're trying to flood through the back.
Back over to Thieves. Full control now of the lower side of the docks. The flood through the back hasn't quite worked out yet. They took a lot of casualties coming through there, and Draza, he's the one going big. Squad spawns, though, going to keep him safe. Shotzzy's going to lead the charge. Finds himself a Kenny. Forward we go. You see the Thieves players now come in to reinforce the point. They get as close as they can. Octane, he managed to get one. Scump now from up high, trying to keep his old teammate Envoy back, but it's great coverage. It's Draza once again, and it's Thieves back at the hard point. It's 25 seconds for the win.
I mean, OpTic did all that for the back spawns, and they cannot buy a kill. Draza on a 4 spree on this money hill, and this is the last attempt for OpTic. They have to flood and at least contest for a few seconds. Draza, the problem, finally gets taken down, and OpTic clear the point, but they got to rotate, and they got to rotate fast. 11 seconds. Thieves will win this game. They've got P1 control. They've got Envoy pushed out.
And Envoy, he's holding the line down. Kenny finds another one. It's Scump, though. Last player up now. Got to make a play forward. iLLeY's stunned up. Can they get onto the point? Got to go now. They've got to go big. Scump finds one. Onto the point. They finally go. Tame goes down. Onto the point once again. It is a war, and it's round and go. And Draza! Oh my God, he beats the snot out of him, and that may be the map. What a run! The LA Thieves, they bring the thunder on Gavutu and take map 1.
You chow Draza on Gavutu? He's mad. for the map #1, popping off in the final 2 hills. OpTic did all of that work to get those back spawns on P5. What does Drazah do? Delivers, 5 spree, done, dusted. Gotta wrap over to P1. Who's the man that steps up inside the point? Drazah there again. I mean, off the back of just a lights-out performance from Kenny from start to finish, but Gavutu, we saw Thieves on it yesterday. We see him on it again, 2-0. They look too clean.
And that was one of the things we brought up time and time again. Based on what we've seen in scrims, Gavutu is LA Thieves territory. They love it there. They've got a sweet little 3-bedder with the on-suites. They're going there in their time off. They're enjoying themselves a lot. A quick look at the stats. Kenny with that 25 and 19 chance, 28 and 18. The father-son combo putting in work.
And honestly, it's a slow start from OpTic as well. I think the first half kind of bit him just a little bit, right? How many team kills did we see from OpTic? I think at least 3 or 4 just from the nades alone. I saw Scump at the start of the game. He killed himself somehow. I don't know if he's jumping off the boat, taking fall damage.
Barrels.
But, I mean, he was double negative for the vast majority of the game. He picks it up a little bit towards the end, but too little, too late. And Thieves kick off the series with a hot one.
First map, Jitters here for OpTic Texas while we look over the highlights of this opening map. And hey man, it was pretty hype, I can't lie. You're an incredible stadium here in Arlington. This has been fantastic so far. But as we said though, game field keys to victory. It's all about that search and destroy there. Scump's been the big man when it comes to that game mode. Get a bit of a slower start here, but we should see him rebound in a big way coming up next. Of course, Desert Siege going to be on the cards for that one. But just as far as this goes, it was decent rotations out of the LA Thieves, man. They were first in most of the time. They could not break that radio tower. That was OpTic Central. They had a great time on that side of the map, and that was where the majority of their big holes came from.
Well, you know, it's both the radio tower and the beach hill that, like, we call them money hills, but not because it's a guarantee, but because if you're successful with locking down, you get the full 60. Both teams really battle it back and forth, but I mean, honestly, think on that P5, OpTic collected at best 5-10 seconds, if that. That is really where Thieves have shined both yesterday and today. But as you said, Desert Siege is where we are going. Again, saw Thieves on it yesterday, saw a couple flashy snipes coming out from Octane, and I don't know if it's Dashy or if it's going to be iLLeY. I think iLLeY might be the top dog, but either way, that is a battle that we are going to be witnessing.
Take your pick. It's whoever's got the hotter hand, right? Surely. On stage, the players getting ready to go into this next map. The battle will continue in just a brief moment, but this is going to be a wild one, man. A much slower pace of game. Very, very different looks here on Desert Siege.
Hey, dude, it's just so cool. By the way, Kenny, I think when he's getting booed by a loud crowd like this, he's got to be the happiest guy in the world. He
Look at him.
Loves it. He feeds off of it. And again, start to finish in map #1, had a great performance. But think about some of the storylines, right? Obviously, Envoy getting dropped by OpTic. He has an opportunity for revenge. We have Octane. I mean, one of the best ARs we have had for the past, what, 5, 6, 7 years, whatever it's been. But he has been on teams for the past 2 where he has struggled. This is his opportunity on a solid squad, back with the Thieves, back with Kenny to try to reclaim his title as one of the best in the game. We haven't quite seen it yet because Kenny has been that guy, but hey, if he's pulling out that boomstick for the map too, maybe he can make some noise.
We'll see. Plenty of noise to be made still in Desert Siege. It's interesting. Go back to OpTic Texas here again. Des talked about it. The merger made. The stakes, the expectations are so high for these rosters. You take 2 of the top teams in the league, 2 brilliant squads, and you mesh them together. I mean, it was like the talk of the town for about 3 months. Like there was rumors about it happening. The merger finally goes through. We see that roster in the flesh, and it has been lights out since. It's been very exciting to watch them online, and now we finally get that taste on land. Kickoff Classic, man, it's only the first taste. Like, it's not necessarily setting the scene for the rest of the season. There's no points involved here. We're having a damn good time. We're having a lot of fun. And now Desert Siege, we're about to have a whole lot more. Search and Destroy, map #2, comes up now.
And we know for the LA Thieves, they are confident on this map. For OpTic, so much is still unknown. Snipers on both outer sections of this map reign supreme. The SMGs can fly in the center, and it's iLLeY by his lonesome on the left side of the map. He can handle B, but that bomb is going a different direction. Scump, headset cranked. He's going to see and hear all of this coming, but Dashy gets taken out by Drazah for the first blood.
Now he's going for the full reposition here, but the snipe doesn't find anything off Røkkr. It's Drazah's MP40 that's making the noise, and whoa! Octane reach out! Bang! iLLeY takes his head clean off. Scump last play of the life. Whoa, okay. LA Thieves. Hey, we were so pumped about the snipe, we didn't realize that the rest of the team was dead.
Dude, hey, first blood, Dross is able to collect it. You saw the smokes out, pushed up, get map control. I think Kenny was way more aggressive on the map that they were prepared for, and even Envoy with that late flank. And I'm telling you, man, they're giggling, they're having fun. These are the types of players. They are happy to be the underdog, happy to go against the crowd, to be perfectly honest, and they are feeling good. A dominant first round of S&D. But now it's OpTic's turn to attack.
Scump bomb flying forward. And iLLeY versus Octane. Oh. No one will be found just yet. Back over towards that middle building.
I think they may have just gotten faked out by a couple stuns and nades, right? The reposition to actually give up the line of sight for the bomb.
Oh! Whose cheeks were those? Them Thickums took an entire bullet and didn't go down. That's a 4v2 now. The Shotzzy tries to make it that bit easier, but that's 3v1. Dashy all alone. Makes it a 3v2. 1v1 now. There's less than 30 on the clock. He's got to go. And behind him is Octane. Oh my God, he gets him with a pistol. Octane saves the day. Oh my God.
And a stone cold killer. Octane, no reaction, hunting Dashy down. I mean, a near highlight reel from Dashy, but a highlight reel from Octane, right? Wins the sniper battle on the left side of the map, and even though the bomb gets planted, he gets the hit marker, feeds the kills to his teammates, and he delivers. Octane making the big plays once again.
A little bit of frustration there from Dashy for sure. Does a lot of work in that round to be shot in the back like that, very frustrating. He almost made it around the corner, but still, it's Octane's cool demeanor. Nails it, and here we go again. We're tied up 1-1 in the snipe-offs. It's Kenny's first blood. Oh, wow. Envoy, what a kill. 4v2.
There's the glint. Got him.
Dash
gone.
Last up, 1v4. There is no chance. The Thieves swarm in. Whether it's snipes, those first bloods, disgusting.
How many kills does OpTic have right now? I mean, obviously in the previous round, Dashy got a couple, but they have been getting picked apart in these rounds. Octane now has the edge in the sniper battle. Draza, not a care in the world. First bloods going their way. Round conversions, making it look easy. Thieves not feeling any bit of pressure in this moment. Look at that, Scump, 0-3, Shotzzy, 1-3, iLLeY right there with them. Someone needs to step up.
Octane could have been easy pickings. He may have had the choice of 3 there, but Kenny, once again, I mean, we're all excited about the snipes, but it's Kenny's positioning. Oh my God. Octane, unbelievable, makes the pair. Dashy now once again, another opportunity for the 1v4, and here comes the aggression. Thieves, guns are up on him. Dashy now, 1v2. He's making him work for it.
He has so much time to work with. Now keep in mind, the game will tell LA Thieves when he picks up this bomb. So they can afford to play it super patient. 40 seconds on the clock. Dashy going all the way around.
He's Pop Daddy. He's in behind. 1v1. Draza reads it. And he's getting closer every single round.
They almost get 1v4'd and they giggle. That is how much fun Thieves are having right now. And by the way, I'm pretty sure that is great trigger discipline from Draza. I think he might have seen Bruce just going around the corner, waited for him to come back, did not give away the positioning. I mean, almost nerve-wracking rounds for Dashy to clutch. And they simply do not care. And at this pace, by the way, again, a couple donuts, like what is that, 2 and 12 combined for 3 players on OpTic. They're getting bullied so hard. There has been no life, just being suffocated by the Thieves. And the aggression, bombs going down, OpTic completely unaware. Bomb planted.
Fast plant from the Thieves. Different look now in the round entirely. Much slower in terms of the kills department. That's Kenny. Oh my God, the glint. Shotzzy though in from behind. Big kills. iLLeY does manage to win the snipe off as well, so now it's a 3v2. 30 seconds to get the defuse as well. Oh, big one once again from Shotzzy. That's 2 sweet kills. Can he find any more? No, Kenny's here to help out. 1v2 for Kenny. Whoa! They trade. Dashy plenty of time to get the bomb down. And OpTic Texas get on the board.
Finally, a little bit of life from OpTic, and that is quite a few players, right, that were struggling, that started to get more on the board. Even iLLeY just to get that trade. Nice shot to connect with the sniper. Nice flank coming in as well. And that is the situation. I mean, retakes on that site, make no mistake, it is not easy, not a walk in the park. So that is an aggressive play call for OpTic to be able to swing around. And now OpTic back on the attack. What is going to be their approach? Last time they tried to go to A, they got met by the sniper of Octane, ripping heads. This time, though, Octane, the bottom side of the map, A might be a little bit more free. If they don't want to deal with the sniper, they'll go to mid.
They go through mid. They've made it through. Plenty of time we had here, but Draza managed to catch Scump out once again. 006 now for Scump. He's having a rough one. The bomb's still down, though. Shotzzy looking to find some revenge. That door could burst wide open. There's a couple of Thieves on the other side, but the steal's there. Draza once again. It's 2 this round already. A counter challenge now as Kenny finds another one. Dashy, last player left up. And once again, an opportunity, possibly, for the mighty Bruce to do it. The aim is there. The shots are true. He is beaming, but he just needs some help in these situations, Chance. And he's gone down again. It is 5-1. Thieves, map point.
And they're having so much fun doing literally whatever they want. That was a triple mid hit from OpTic. Draza does the exact same thing, dropping Scump, who is still on that donut cam. I mean, this is just looking like a walk in the park. Are they playing at home or are they playing on land? No pressure on the Thieves side at all.
Difference in the faces on the stage right now. It's unbelievable. Like, Kenny's telling Draza to be quiet, like relax, like this is serious, man. And they're like OpTic Texas. Like, this is it. They're about to go down 2-0 in the series. They need to pull something special out now. Draza's going to get the fast plant. Scump in the close corner. Gets on the board.
On the board.
Will it be Pringles? Once you pop, you just can't stop. He finds 2 in the round.
Kenny, though, still bomb in hand. And look at number 8, number 1. Number 8, number 1.
Oh, hello.
Dashy's got the reads. He takes him down. 1v3 for Kenny. Make no mistake, he clutches these.
Kenny's already found 1. It's now a 1v2. Can Kenny get Dashy? He does. It's now a 1v1. iLLeY versus Kenny. iLLeY. It's another round for OpTic.
He's having too much fun. That is, I mean, hey, near trades from both sides. Dashy almost had a 1v4 earlier. That made the Thieves giggle. Kenny almost clutches a 1v3. As happy as could be, but you see the intensity on iLLeY's face starting to get into it. By the way, great on him for the aggression to go and hunt Kenny down. You don't want anything to get out of control. Still alive is OpTic. They tried to go through mid last time. They got picked apart. The aggression from the Thieves has been there. The snipes from Octane have been there. It looks like Kenny might be the player to spot this out. Nice nade. Shades of Kobe. Taking down Octane for the first blood. But the question is, what can Kenny see? The smokes will protect it. They should get this bomb plant down, but Kenny might be able to get a pick after the plant.
OpTic get the bomb down. Shotzzy can't get away with his life. 3v3. Slowing the pace down a little. There's going to be a battle raging now in mid. Scump trying to find the shots. His teammates are here, but the reinforcements from the Thieves coming in fast. Oh my god. They're running around each other. They've got no idea they're inside there. Less than 30 seconds. And that bomb goes boom. Scumpy finds 1. The second as well. Kenny, last player alive once again. 1v2. He's got to take them both out and get the defuse. And it's 3 straight rounds for OpTic.
Doors open, doors closed, doesn't matter.
Oh, we're not laughing anymore. There's no more smiles anymore.
But we go again. We're trying to think about where the bomb has been going. LA Thieves been very quick to go towards the B side of the map. But they have been very mixy. Thieves 1 round away from ending this game. Aggression once again towards the middle of the map. Draza 9-4. Looking for another first blood. And Scump is by his lonesome down low.
Whoa. On the other side though, towards the train tracks, Dashy. Eyes are up. If Envoy peeks it, he's in trouble. OpTic can't land it, heavily downed. He's tagged up big time, less than a minute now to work with. Thieves trying to move the bomb forward. Shotzzy's first blood from way out in the middle of nowhere, and Scumpy. Oh, he could get greedy. He could peek out, maybe catch something. Draza's here for the fight. The pre-fire's there. As OpTic Texas reshuffle, Draza manages to infiltrate the central building. Can he find anything here? And he's chasing Ghost right now.
He's checking all these corners, too. He has no idea where Scump went, but Scump retreated to pick a corner, be closer to his teammates. They're trying to make the moves up top. Next kill down. 2v4 for the Thieves. Draza should be able to get... Oh! Done!
Oh! Oh!
No more smiles on the Thieves side. Gunny starts heating up like that. It's time to refocus.
This shit's not funny anymore, boys.
Octane doesn't look shook, though, in the slightest, but Dashy maybe feeling himself just a little bit more. That would be 3, maybe make it 4 in a row for OpTic. Still, though, it is map point for Thieves. They do not want to give this kind of momentum.
Scumpy's head spotted. Kenny pulls the trigger, but he doesn't find anything but air. Thieves with that central building control. B-bomb site shouldn't be worried about, but you have eyes all over it. Towards A, that's where the worries are. Scumpy's going for the close peek on the outside of the map, though. It's iLLeY. He and Dashy have that long line of sight by train covered. An Envoy, if he peeks right, he's a dead man. Here comes the shuffle in mid.
Both teams, this game has just come to a screeching halt. Shots raining out. Envoy strikes for the first blood. Gunfights outer. Dashy versus Envoy. Envoy able to stay alive.
Trades are in.
1v3.
Oh!
Game!
And you can see it. The Thieves breathe sighs of relief as that got a little too real, a little too fast as round by round OpTic Texas pulled that one back. But that got real scary, real fast.
I think about the way it played out, though. Thieves just dominant round after round. They were making it look easy. As soon as things started to get a little bit spicier, no more laughing, no more jokes. Let's get serious and take care of business. Pick them apart, made the adjustments for that final round. I think Kenny found 2. He was well within double-digit territory. Draza, I don't know how many first bloods he got, but he was trying to collect the bag, and Envoy, even in that final round, taking the first blood and giving him the team that advantage. 12-6 for Kenny. None of his teammates really that far behind. Thieves 2-0 up in the series, both on maps that they played yesterday.
And that 10-7 from Dashy is where you got to think back, like the 1v3, the 2 1v4 opportunities he had. If he had won that 1v1 against Draza, you bet we would have ripped the roof off this place, and that could have been a 5-5 situation there instead of 6-4. Who knows? But hey, not a bad look from either team there in Desert Siege. It may be fun and games here at kickoff, but no one wants to lose. And OpTic Texas, especially, they don't want to walk away here early on here in this tournament. It ain't what it's about. Take a quick look at these tweets here, friends. Octane and the Snipers hitting Diffie says, Hiteresh Yaluri, who's having a great time here. And Octane is officially the best sniper in the CDL, says Louis. Hey, it's an early claim, but I'll take it for now, man. He's been put on the best show on that stage by far.
It's like scattered impact as well, right? There's a handful of rounds where either team is making the impact with a sniper, but then the adjustments that come through at the time. After like the 4th or 5th round, I don't think we saw really any sniper kills at all, but we can take a look at the highlights. Octane obviously going to make an appearance, but I think the first bloods honestly were really what set Thieves apart in that game, whether it be from the snipes, whether it be from Draza. They were playing aggressive and they were getting the job done. There's a look at iLLeY, by the way, the traded kill in the end, and what a wild game, man. I mean, a near 1v4 from Dashy, a near 1v3 from Kenny. This is 2 Titan teams getting after it.
Scump's 2 beats there as well, man. That was a wild kill. Again, like, positioning from Thieves at times was so good. Snipes are one thing, but like, there were so many 1v1s that the OpTic guys were winning. Like, kills like that, time and time again, man. You cannot give them an opportunity to make that sort of play happen. They'll do it every time.
In both maps, by the way, slow starts from OpTic, right? I mean, Scump even through the entire first half of the Gavutu, like, double negative. Exact same thing we just saw in the Desert Siege. If OpTic could bring the intensity they have in the second half for the entire game, they would be winning these maps. Instead, Thieves are just getting off to a way too hot of a start and just building too big of a lead that against a squad like this, again, juggernauts for the LA Thieves, too big of a lead is too tough to come back from.
Tuscan Control will be map number 3. If we get there, we've got Tuscan Hardpoint straight after that one. But Control, we've seen so many teams make the comebacks here. Chance the start of the reverse sweeps, and I know that's what the crowd wants. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a very, very quick break. When we come back, Tuscan Control, it's OpTic Texas, it's LA Thieves, it's the Kickoff Classic.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by TeamSpeak, the official broadcast communication partner of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Game Fuel, victory in a can.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Kickoff Classic resumes. Our Game Fuel marquee match is now 2 maps down, and the LA Thieves are 2 up. And what a show it's been so far. Gavutu goes their way, as does the Desert Siege Search and Destroy. Miles and Chance here, taking you through Tuscan Control, our next map up. And Chance, it has not been what the fans want right now here in the arena.
I mean, it depends which fans you talk about. Hey. There are absolutely LA Thieves fans in the building, and this is the team that has delivered from start to finish. They have both maps that we have seen started off on an absolute tear, and they build up just enough of a lead that even when OpTic starts to get things rolling, it's simply too much to handle, right? It was like 3-4 rounds in a row towards the later half of that S&D for OpTic. Doesn't make a difference. They were down too much. This game 3, if OpTic doesn't come out hot, it is going to be way too problematic because we had, what, Envoy, maybe 20 and 30 in map 1. He's not going to have a slow performance on Tuscan. He's going to bring the heat. And Draza, he has been on fire already. And Kenny, he can't slow down either.
Yeah, Thieves looking very, very strong. Again, if OpTic can come out swinging right off the rip, that is exactly what we need to see. The momentum is key for them right now. And again, it's tough, man. It's like his first series jitters for them here in Vanguard. The Kickoff Classic, like, Thieves have already played Paris Legion. They've been playing for a lot longer, presumably on that main stage. They've been warming up back there. It's very, very different here on that stage, though, and OpTic just got to find their footing. Tuscan Control, though, a little bit of a slower game mode. We've seen teams make huge comebacks. We saw Florida Mutineers make that full-blown reverse sweep. It can happen. It can totally happen. Sorry, LAG made the reverse sweep. It is absolutely possible here. The fans, we need your energy. We need your love. OpTic, they have to win this one. Otherwise, they're going back to their homes here in the lovely state of Texas.
I can't imagine any worst case scenario than walking up to the first LAN, the first tournament you've played on in months, playing 3 maps, getting bopped out, and going home. That is not a fun pill to swallow, especially against a team that is your rival and will continue to be your rival.
That does make it sweeter though, man. Like, come on.
And think about it, dude. Again, Kenny and Octane, I'm thinking about moments in Black Ops 4 against OpTic as well. Both of these teams live for it, but we know how it goes on Tuscan. A will get captured on offense. It's a matter about how many kills can you get before you make it happen. Look at OpTic, by the way, almost giving them nothing.
Scump just put his entire barrel inside Envoy. Cleaned him up. Second segment towards A is almost complete for the LA Thieves as Kenny finds a nice 2-piece. Mid-map control goes his way. Second segment gone. We're nearly done with A. We're going to say arrivederci, and we're going to fly over towards B in a moment. But that line set up there from OpTic, they're going to hold this one down. 2 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock to work with. Plenty of time. Dashy finds 2. Scump's all good as well. How long can OpTic hold this?
I mean, this is about the most time any team has had to try to convert an offense win on this map. So there's plenty of time to make something happen. And we saw sort of the setup. I think one of the best strats we've seen from many teams. Ultra was a big proponent of it. LAG the same thing. A lot of teams like to go through church, cut through middle alley, but for the moment, Thieves, it looks like they're setting up just to try to bully through the front. They got a long way to go.
Yep, holding it down. Kenny 1 kill at a time, making his way on towards that B zone. Scump's gonna fly on out. Hello! Whoa, Kenny! Absolutely guns him. Dashy's there for the immediate trade. Wow. First of many Kool-Aid Man kills we're gonna see. Dashy once again the saving grace right now for his squad. Holding the line. He's still up and about. Octane and Crow, they're gonna make their way straight on towards this B zone now. The kills are all good. Scump off respawn, straight into the zone. We're watching Octane's POV right now, but the fight's still raging just down below them. That's the B zone. There's 1 minute and 20 seconds for the LA Thieves to try to capture that one or kill OpTic 18 times.
Shotzzy's putting a lot of pressure on the flank. He might be able to make something happen. He gets taken care of, and OpTic on the other side. Dashy picks up 2. And that was 1 minute and 20 seconds from the get-go the Thieves have to work with, and they are already just back to square one. Dashy on a 4 spree.
Yeah, you can wall bang that. Those little blinds don't offer much. Dashy once again, nice shots. That's 5 for Bruce Almighty. 50 seconds now remaining, and he is making the Thieves sweat. He's holding them back. He's got iLLeY to back him up on the right-hand side. Nice coverage. iLLeY's finding kills as well. Here comes Kenny, walking right into the aim of Dashy. Rises up, goes down, and oh man! Dashy spree finally comes to a close, but it's all good. The time has been bought. Gotta watch out for Kenny though. He's on the flank right behind Scump now. He's managed to make his way in. Sneaky, sneaky Kenny. How much more damage can he do? 26.8, the clock is stopped. They trade. iLLeY finds the kills and they manage to get that player off. 20 seconds to go.
I mean, they've just been consistently trying to bully through the front. They're barely able to even get towards the hill. OpTic too clean on defense. Octane wins the opener, but 10 seconds left. You got to flood 3 players coming through.
Whoa! Run! He did. He killed his teammate. Oh, Octane, that nade, that's a stinger. Kenny's going to keep the fight going, but the clock is not on their side. Jump, Kenny, get the point! Can't do it. OpTic Texas take the first round.
And for the first map we have seen in this series, OpTic get off to the stronger start. Again, Thieves every single time trying to push through P5, trying to bully their way through the front. 0 success. OpTic hold true, hold strong on defense. Now it'll be their turn to attack. We know the setup. It's going to capture A first, and the goal is to get as many kills as possible. And you don't even have to capture A point quickly. Just leave 1 guy on the hill and buy yourself as much time to rack up the kills to make things easier late game.
OpTic Texas now attacking on offense, straight in towards A. They've already got themselves on it. Shotzzy going up against Envoy now. Front door. Ugh, that was nasty. Draza finding the kills as well. And that first segment is already being drained. Octane sitting in there on A. Here comes the push from OpTic right at the spawn. Draza can't get away with his life, but he's already dealt a bit of damage. Shotzzy and Scump now flying forward. The SMG twosome. But they're just running into Octane, and he is cutting them up. Big damage once again. The rest of OpTic now coming in off spawn, still desperately trying to get onto A. They have to kill Octane. Easier said than done.
Scump, by the way, he's making moves. He's come up through church. This is where you can just be the prime slayer. Repositions to get with his teammate, and now it's just about the trades. They're going to get shot in the back. Kenny's there for the first, but that wasn't Scump, and Scump gets dropped as well. So Thieves basically containing these OpTic players and maybe even fighting for the time. Envoy's here. Him and Draza take care of business. There has only been 1 tick of A that has come through. OpTic, even on offense, even for the easier point, they are struggling.
Huge kills coming out of Scump right off spawn. They're making their way forward. Kenny, big nades. Oh, Envoy throws a peach as well. And OpTic have struggled massively to get on that A zone. This offensive round has not been good for them, and that's testament to the defense of LA Thieves.
We have not seen a single time this entire weekend a team not be successful in capturing A. Kenny is on a 4. OpTic are stuck in their spawn. They are running out of time, and there's nowhere for them to go. Kenny dropping everybody. No room, top broken covered, Octane there, doesn't need him because Droz is there. You got 13 seconds to get the easier point.
Thieves slaying it. 10.1 on the clock. Dashy makes the hero play over towards B. He's going to hold this now for as long as he can. Watch the Thieves counterattack. They're going to hit the players on spawn. They're going to do what they can there, but they're also going to do what they can on Dashy. And here comes Octane. This is the fight. Got to get back on point ASAP. No one's there to get it. Bruce had to jump off. He had to jump off the point. Is anyone able to get on A? 1.8. Go, run! Get on A! They do. 1.5 on the clock now. They're going to stop it and hold it, and they can still do this even with the 4 lives remaining.
No, they got flanked. They got flanked.
Oh, come on.
And for the first time this weekend, a team has failed to even capture a single point. The most dominant round from LA Thieves. Flanks on flanked. Kenny with the spawn kills. An absurd round they just threw together on defense.
That is huge out of Thieves. A first here in Vanguard.
Utter annihilation. But, you know, tied 1-1.
We're not over yet. Right off the rip. We're going to B. Let's do a quick listen in with the LA Thieves.
We can play A on front. We should look and play A. Y'all can hold. We can play A on front. Yeah, keep your eye on your I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to be like, give me a second.
Yeah, I'm mid right now. I have all the mid push.
I'll see Nero side. If you're on the point,
Dash and Maps on foot.
Got it here. Are you?
1P5
I'm serious. Bottom 3 there. Shotzzy, push up in.
I'm there, son. There, son.
I'm mid right now. Keep that bridge. One top bridge, I think. Yeah, top bridge. I'm one shot. Keep your eyes on you. Look by you. Look you.
Once in you, wait.
There's not pitch it. Quick.
No, I'm hit it.
Look for Shotzzy.
Nice. Last time was middle too, I believe.
I'm down this side.
Top per mid.
Okay, I'm pushing this side third.
In our base.
I'm leaving.
Turn. Random one shot third. Enter. Two turns.
Close there.
Mid.
Push it A right after. Our player pillar.
That's weak.
Okay, I'm gonna go top right window, bro.
Well, help you out. Top window. This.
Top window. One shot front out window. Absolute front out window. Shotzzy.
One's like I'm up there. Alright, 1 point dead. Set this.
Nice, good win.
So close window.
I spawn P5. CDL, you might pick up.
Back to point, and I'll be going back to front side.
That's our side you. Our side is
top turn for me. I'm looking for Brandon. One shot you. Absolute scump you. Absolute fucking.
I'm playing our side.
Okay. Just play kill Sam. I spawn it. Okay. I'm nading over for you.
Top church one.
Okay, I got one.
That's close.
There's out.
22.2 on the clock, chance. OpTic Texas have got LA Thieves in a mean headlock right now. Scump's on a 7 spree. Better make it an 8. And what the hell? Kenny over the top manages to get it, but 20 seconds remaining. OpTic Texas have had one hell of a defensive round.
This is looking like a case of anything you can do, I can do better. You talk about the bounce back from OpTic. It is the exact same circumstance. Now, Thieves, they're being forced to flood over towards B. They have a little bit of clearance, but they have stopped the clock with under 4 seconds. They have to capture this point, or at least buy enough time for someone to get towards A. And the kills right now not going their way. Time is ticking. Someone's got to jump on. It's Droz trying to stay alive. He is the man. If he falls, this might be it. And OpTic get it done. Get slayed out on offense. Don't even capture a point. They bounce back and do the exact same thing to the Thieves. A battle on our hands, where both of these teams, once they get the slang rolling, they cannot be stopped. OpTic with the best performance Scump has had so far in this series, and they're going to be as well.
Full streaks, going to be. Thieves have made the read though, they're here. Draza, oh boy, he's got some tags in. The stun goes out, it's not going to kill him anymore. We patched that, friends. Dashy's going to get that first blood. Scump's there as well. iLLeY finds his kills. You have a B zone. Able to get a player on top of it at least. Octane with the down range. There's big shots. And Shotzzy throws a doozy. 110. We've paused it. And we've got at least one player hoping for the stack. Are they going to stack the point? They will. OpTic stack B. Trying to keep him in the spawn trap now is Scumpy. The King's running amok in your spawn, but you've still got the B capture going. 2 ticks down, 1 to go.
And they're trying to flood the point. They're trying to get out of church. They got someone off the hill. There's one more gunfight around the point. iLLeY and Shotzzy are there. They are so close to this final tick. Still another 1v1 gunfight. Shotzzy trying to stay alive. OpTic are there. It is an inch away from the cap, and they get it. B point secured first. The first time we've seen it.
No one thought we could do it. It was said to be impossible. Texas find a way. All that remains is A. They've pulled out the craziest moves for the final round, and they can possibly do it here. It's the easier zone to capture. They've saved it for the last one. Octane trying to make something happen here. Dashy's running around trying to get out of spawn. Shotzzy being a nuisance inside church, and here comes the glide. Scumpy calling it in. Draza. All right, well, all right. Someone will fix it.
And the flank again, by the way, the flank again. Kenny walks through the flank and finds 2. This might be a clean 4 down. OpTic is struggling just to watch the pinch. 3 for Kenny on these flanks. So much time to work with. Envoy takes at least 1 down. Thieves are all up in their business in the spawn. All the trades are there. Not easy to hold this A point at all, but there has been no progress from OpTic. The spawns are not close.
They're trying something different. They have a 1 life lead right now. 12 lives for OpTic, remaining 11 for the LA Thieves. Shotzzy's on a big old flank. Any kills you get right now, Shotzzy should be able to eat him alive.
Oh my God.
Big one. Oh my word. Shotzzy now on the flank. Sees Draza. Gets an Octane. Here comes the push. Pressure now from mid. Draza. Shotzzy wins a big one. Shotzzy's got to stay alive. Finds another. And Shotzzy, what a flank it was. Big stack now from the boys at OpTic. Look at that progress go. Second segment gone. 1 more. 1 more. And we're going back to another hard point. They said it was impossible. We said it couldn't be done. No one captures B first on Tuscan.
The best control we have seen so far this year. It's only day 2, but nonetheless. I mean, even in scrims, I've seen so many B pushes off the rip. I have never seen it be successful. OpTic pull it off. I thought Thieves, or they did, put OpTic in the blender, stop them from capping a single point. The instant bounce back, OpTic does the exact same thing. They were down 2-0, but they have a ton of fight in them. Dashy, 25 kills, Shotzzy, 28, and the game-winning play towards the end. And even Scump, right? Couple slow starts from him. Not the case in the control. Takes care of business. OpTic, get it done.
Yeah, Scumpy streaked out. Shotzzy with that long flank. The route man gets paid. And let me tell you, friends, that was one hell of a route. It paid off massively. Highlights from this Tuscan matchup. This is the last 60 seconds. Eyes on that minimap. Look at number 3. He has got his runners on, and Shotzzy's going for the scenic route.
And that's literally all it is, right? Good timing, gets past number 6. Kenny a little bit too late. And even when some of these players fall, it almost just becomes clinical at this point. If that gunfight, by the way, doesn't go towards iLLeY, this may not pan out in the slightest, but instead, free kill number 1, gunfight number 2 takes down Draza, and at this point, it is smooth sailing. You get the players off the dot, Hetty. That's where things get that much easier. Credit to Shotzzy. Round man gets paid.
A lot of love has to go to the rest of the team, though, because let me tell you, them boys, they stacked it. They stacked that point. Shout out to FaZe Ben. Big fan of stacking the point, and that is a big one. That A zone vanished. I mean, the love towards B at the start, there was one thing. It's not easy to win those fights. They stacked that one as well. Those first 2 segments were gone. The 3-1 Tuscan control.
And correct me if I'm wrong when I go through this, but so far this series has seemed to be a tale of first that we have seen, right? That control alone, first time a team hasn't been able to capture A on offense. First time we've seen B get captured first thing. And I think we have yet to see a reverse sweep happen. Admittedly only day 2, but could that also be the first? Can OpTic deliver and make the comeback, or will Thieves just be able to shut it down on hardpoint? Because obviously we saw the Gavutu, their respawn has been looking clean.
It's been looking clean, but the first map was what, 250 to 270?
It was still close.
It was still very, very close. So this could be an absolute humdinger, friends. Like, this is going to be big. We stay on Tuscan for our hardpoint map number 4, and again, if we do go to game 5, which I think we all kind of want right now, it's going to be Berlin. So we'll see how it goes. Tuscan, no chance. It's similar enough to Berlin. A lot of big heavy rotates. I mean, comebacks are a plum on this map. No lead is safe on Tuscan.
And also, I mean, again, this is true for quite a few of these maps. Outside of Bocage, rotations are incredibly important. And it is sort of situational where even if you get the back spawns, you can still sort of trap the other team in the back. So it's a battle. It's about really who's going to be able to make more or less mistakes, more mistake-free Call of Duty. We saw a team like Ultra earlier on playing just clinical hardpoint, turns it into a dominant win. Which one of these teams is going to be more prepared on Tuscan? We get to find out.
We will find out soon. These players are all getting into the lobby, gearing up, getting ready to roll. We used to have it here. I don't know what happened. We used to be able to tell you exactly how that was going. But hey, we'll see, friends. This is going to be good. I mean, what a story this series has already been, man. I mean, the sheer level of confidence the LA Thieves came into this matchup with, the faces, the joking, the laughter on Desert Siege, which was slowly but surely pulled away from them. And then to see that kind of performance on Tuscan, you have to be feeling it. This is where the mental game comes in. Everyone talks about esports like, they're not real athletes. It is all mental. And right now, you're staring down the barrel of a reverse sweep if you're the LA Thieves. You're worried now if that Tuscan hardpoint goes the wrong way, you go into that search and destroy, it is going to be one hell of a mountain to climb back out of.
I want nothing more than to have heart rate monitors on these players. Both sides of the stage, they are looking
The right people are in the room. They can arrange that.
Ice cold from both teams.
So we can get someone to arrange that.
And I'm looking at the SMGs, by the way, just to jump ahead. Envoy, he looks like he's been struggling a little bit with the respawns. I'll give him the pass on Gavutu, but even there on the control, he was not putting in enough work. And on the flip side, again, the one solid performance Scump has had converted into an OpTic Texas win. I think this is really about the SMGs. Who can perform? And can someone be punished? I think at this point, we're expecting Dashy to fry. That's what he does. We're expecting Kenny to fry. That's what he does. Which of the SMG duos? Is it Envoy, the man that got dropped by this team, able to bounce back, or Shotzzy, the new kid on the block, able to make some more game-winning plays? Thieves one map away. This series is theirs. OpTic, still a long way to go.
Here we go. It's a lightning start now from the boys of OpTic Texas.
So fast.
So fast. They're going to find those kills. They're going to get themselves right on top of that point. Watch for that strange sort of flip situation you have right now. LA Thieves behind him. iLLeY's going to maybe make this read. Hello. Big win. Takes care of one. The pinch is there, though, as Envoy flying around that huge side of the map. The kill's going his way. Here's the contest. LA Thieves back on this one. Trying to find the kills at range, but they're a little bit more pensive than OpTic right now. OpTic going to fly in. Thieves taking their time, playing it slow.
I mean, I gotta say, that's one of the fastest spawn flips I've seen on this map. And if OpTic can fight and get this scrap time, that's gonna be massive. They're gonna clear it out. Thieves aren't even gonna fight for it. They're going on the full rotation. That game-fueled feature player, look where Scump is. Him and number 3, Shotzzy. They got the pinch in church. They are ready for this push.
This is why we call him our game-fueled featured player. Right place, right time. And look at the spot he's in. Kenny, you're in trouble. That's 2 sweet kills right off spawn from Scump. He doesn't know that one slipped by. This is huge. Can Scumpy find any more? iLLeY from behind, not able to get any kills, but again, buying time, letting his teammates get there. Staying alive, playing his life. Draza, he and Octane find those kills. They clean them up. They get on point.
I mean, they started that push out for the Thieves, having, what, 2 players get chopped down by Scump. They fight their way back almost instantly.
Oh my God.
Scrappy on both sides. Shotzzy obviously with some movement. Octane trying to slow the pace down, gets dropped. Scump now thinking about the rotation. He's gone. Number 6 though, I think spotted him. Is gonna catch Scump, but now it becomes a foot race. If Scump can find the kill, he cannot. Thieves at least secure on the rotation, but they're down by a ton.
They're spawning in. They're spawning in P3. They're all over it, left-hand side. Here comes the hit though. Shotzzy's trying to lead the charge. He's gonna 1v1 against Draza right now. Draza cuts him down, runs right through him across that roof. This is good for OpTic right now in terms of the time, but you have to look at that minimap. Oh, wait a minute. Fountain Hill, not an easy one to break, but your game fuel feature player, Scumpy, he's going to be flying in, finding those kills. It all comes down to Octane on the defense.
He's looking for another one as well. He's got 2 players, by the way, already pushed up through vines. OpTic are inside the hill. You get the call out for top broken. He gets taken care of. Envoy, the last man in the back. Nades are there.
Damn.
Scump to drop him. The nades, though, for the response. It is Scrappy inside the point. iLLeY can't get it done with the free fire. Thieves still, though, even with the kills, haven't been able to collect a ton of time. They are still down by 50, and OpTic, they're trying to go one more push to this hill.
Not an easy kill to get. That player at the very back there, that sort of flower pot area, the very, very strong heady. This is the setup right now with Dashy. Smashes him once again. That's the 2nd time OpTic have broken the setup and made their way in. Octane with a sweet 2-piece. Any more to be had right now is huge. for Sam LaRue. Wow, what a three-piece.
And not just the three-piece from Octane, the nades and tacks right there were on point. Off spawn, Thieves was peppering the hill, making those kills that much easier. But now towards the rotation, Thieves players, it's two guys by themselves responsible for everything. Drazah in the chaos, gets the first, can't quite get the second. But this is Kenny just buying more pressure. This was two players staving off the push. So far, so good as Kenny, again, maybe a slow start, but still gets that multi-kill.
4 and 10, it's a big multi-kill, holding the time down now. Scump makes his way to church. Kenny, right now the collection plays out, and he's got 3 of them. Still holding it down. Dashy trying to make the entry. The rest of Thieves, they're swarming around the inside of this church. They locked it down. This is a hard point. You want to have those fights up close and personal. And Octane spraying and praying right now. 4 in a row for him. Shotzzy, oh my, what in the net? What the hell did Octane just do to him to get that 5?
I mean, he's on a 5, Kenny's on a 4. This is them turning the game around. They were down by so much. Now they got players thinking about score streaks. There's the strafing run. Thinking about the glide bomb, gets it. Octane delivers, double positive. LA Thieves right back into this game. They will take the lead, and towards P5 we go. This is the hill where you get reminded we do not have trophies. Nades will find so many kills. You gotta make sure you stay coordinated. We saw earlier from Thieves, they have been doing exactly that, but right now, can't do it with the guns. OpTic picked them apart.
Over your king, Scumpy, game field featured player. Here come the nades. They're gonna come in every possible opening. Big tags from Envoy, gone up against his former teammates there. Kenny lands one with an nade. Big tags once again from Envoy, flying through. Shotzzy left up. And it is non-stop here on point. Kenny finding the kills. That is all of OpTic dead and done. You've got one player on the point. Now Thieves going to try to push him out, and they should be able to take the lead.
I mean, it's still a battle, though. Again, scrap time can be ever so important on this. And 3 players from OpTic trying to swarm. One more gunfight around the hill, and honestly, Octane up top, he has just been the menace. Still double positive. The stun, though, enough to take him down. Even for these final 8 seconds. Look at how badly they want this scrap time. That is 3 players from OpTic that were on the bottom side of the map just for a few seconds, but obviously they are now thinking about trying to flip those spawns. I think it's Envoy. The pressure might be on him to worry about the back as Scump gets chopped in you.
50-50 there from Scump. He gets taken out from behind. Back over towards our first hard point here in the second set. iLLeY takes care of a snake in the grass. Dark takes care of, can't get Octane from atop his perch, and Octane is still good to go. Scump gets cleaned up as the immaculate teamwork from the LA Thieves continues to impress and delight fans the world over. And here we go, OpTic on the big push, forward they go. It is iLLeY from the top rope. Kenny trying to stay alive right now. Shots are in! Kenny finds another one, but Dashy, the trades once again. It comes down to Scump, last player left up for OpTic. He wins the war of the trades. You still have Octane, who is beaming him right now! Full streaks. 15 seconds on the point, not a bad place to be.
This is the Octane we have been waiting to see on a team like this. More kills potentially coming his way, and even still, this game has been exhausting. I mean, a battle on every single hill. But right now for OpTic, they're trying to make the break. Through players right now coming through Church. Thieves, they have got a nice spread on the map, a couple of these entry kills. Envoy, though, inside the hill, he chows, he falls. And this might be an open for OpTic. They have the swarm.
Here comes Shotzzy. Drazah staying alive, playing his life. Shotzzy down to the pistol, down to the rat, and he's going to find nothing there. Drazah stays alive. Octane now to back him up, and oh my word, the LA Thieves. What a hold that is. Kill feeds, all theirs. You still have streaks for Octane. 20 and 10 for him. The pressure now from OpTic coming out of Church side. Kenny's about to hit the flank. This could be devastating. Kenny finds one. Scumpy versus Drazah on the stairs, and Drazah's going to win that one as well. So it is non-stop now from the LA Thieves. OpTic can't seem to find an opening here on Statue.
And this is worst case scenario. It's 15 seconds left on the hill. You're sort of forced to fight for the scrap. OpTic should be good to get it unless Drazah makes the play. Again. He is stripping away this time, and even though those final few seconds go to OpTic, it's a 50-point deficit, and they have to go so far to cross this map. LA Thieves have all their bases covered. iLLeY, though, he found the opening. He made the opening for a moment, but this is still more hill time on a money hill. Thieves, they are running it up.
Over to Fountain. The Lanimal on your screen, trying to stay alive desperately, and he's doing a good job. Nades from Scump get it done. 3 players now fighting their way through P1. Kenny gets destroyed. Oh my word, onto the point we go. Drazah falls as well. The spawn is out for the LA Thieves. They're in trouble because Shotzi's on the flank. Shotzzy on the flank. We break it open now for a brief few moments, but Drazah, he spawns close enough. Shotzzy wins another. Shotzzy v Envoy now. What can he do? The streak's now being pulled out. Octane, it's a moment of mild desperation, but it does land. Still though, OpTic, through the smoke they come. iLLeY finds 2. as OpTic retained the point.
iLLeY and Shotzzy putting in work. iLLeY started obliterating. Shotzzy might have just made the game-saving play for OpTic. On the rotation, the team kill coming up to effect right now. Octane gets dropped 1 HP. All iLLeY needs. He has been the shred machine. Envoy dead. Rotation secured for OpTic. They're down by 40. They got a long way to go, but the setup right now, too clean.
Yeah, we're not out of the woods yet. Thieves on the outside now, Church. Your game fuel featured player, cutting out the reinforcements as best he can. Draza through the front door, and Octane through the back. Thieves with a perfect pin. Shotzzy, though, has got a little present for him. Say hello to my little friend. He only finds a hit marker. As Draza now, he's brought down. Envoy can't take care of the players through the back, and it is a relentless onslaught now from OpTic Texas. Through every possible door they fly. Kills are good, 25 left on this point. Draza, slow peek, not fast enough. Dashy's got his number, and that's a nice set of kills. 20 seconds to go, and it is going to OpTic.
We are going to be so close to a tied game. It's going to be about a 15, 20-point difference. And by the way, OpTic, they are setting up the pinch. iLLeY is taking his time, going all the way around. His teammates, though, cannot afford to fall. They need to wait for this, and Draza, he's ready. iLLeY taking the long route. Draza guns him down. Flank secured for a moment. P5 popped. It is a 20-point game. Thieves, they can win it on this hill.
Whoa, Shotzzy. This is a big win. Opens up the back.
All 4 gone.
All gone. And that's huge now for OpTic Texas. Still now, identifying the spawners, that's the hardest thing. Squad spawns now out of it. Big kills from Shotzzy once again, that's 4. Keeping it on that back line. Shotzzy makes it 5. As things are starting to get a little bit scary for the LA Thieves.
For the first time, basically what feels like this entire map from the first few hills, OpTic Texas have taken the lead. The push though is coming through. Thieves are here. Draza for 2. Scump the last man in, just trying to contest a little bit of this time. And this strat time means so much. OpTic are still trying to fight for it. Maybe one more push, but these final 10 seconds, Thieves are going to collect it. They'll have a slight advantage as we reset the hills. We go back to first.
Back to first we go. This has to be the final hard point of the map, and maybe the series. iLLeY, kills are there. The setup has got to be squeaky clean. Shotzzy, he's got mid covered. Scump, he's got the back. iLLeY's trying to push these players out. They're waiting for the streaks to come through. The strafing run clears the field. Shotzzy manages to win one in the middle of the map, and OpTic are already on the point. Here come the Thieves through the front. But it's iLLeY! On the back line, finds himself only 1. Dashy, close left. Envoy manages to break on through. And now the Thieves, they managed to cut through. Envoy with a 3-piece. And it's 20 seconds for the win now for the LA Thieves. You have to contest this somehow. They've got those streaks to break it.
And they got mid-map, they got the god headings, they got the setup that they need. You have to play this, and you got to play it fast. Envoy, there's 1. Can't get the second. OpTic, you are running out of time.
Dashy, big kills once again. Forward you go. You don't exactly have numbers. You don't have the time. You got to go, baby. Octane managed to win 1. Oh, there's the contest. OpTic dead on. Envoy with a break, and that's it. Envoy does it in the end. The dagger to his former teammates. And what a flank it was. The Dark Prince turned heel. He cuts down his former brothers, and oh my God, what a series.
I gotta say, I am tired. LA Thieves, if that is any indication of how this year is gonna go between these two teams, we are in for a treat. I mean a battle in that hard point. I'm exhausted. Players have to be exhausted. An absurd performance towards the end. I mean, game-winning plays from every player. It seemed like at any given point,
it did.
Octane in that final Tuscan put on an absolute show. Envoy with the final flank towards the end, but that scoreboard says it all. LA Thieves, 3-1 victory over OpTic Texas. And look at how close and competitive that game was all across the board. Such a tight game.
I mean, if that's a sign of things to come, we've got some grand rivalries here in the CDL for the 2022 season. OpTic Texas, LA Thieves. We got what the Subliners bust and preach. It is going to be one hell of a year for Call of Duty fans. We're at the last minute of that hard point, and the utter heartbreak there from the OpTic fans. Like, it's unreal, man. I mean, just watching everything had to go right, Chance. The kills had to be on point, and it was Envoy every step of the way.
And it is such good Call of Duty too, right? The strafing run gets called in, OpTic play around it perfectly. The trades are insane. iLLeY can't find the two because Envoy's got his boys back. You get inside the point and it just turns into chaos. We get a situation where OpTic need the break, and they have to break from what seems like the perfect setup right now because Envoy's got mid, but again, the tray's on point. 2 players slide out, and this is a moment where for OpTic, you can see how good their communication was towards the end, just to make sure that they're there and ready to go. But unfortunately, again, just because of the setup, because of those tight spawns, Envoy, the dagger at the end. What just an absurd final few moments.
The craziest thing as well, I mean, looking at the time of the hard point as well, there was like 4 seconds of hard point left and they get the win there. If you manage to kill those players off point, you have to look towards next rotation. OpTic have that on the minimap. I mean, that is heartbreak for them, but what an insane series that was, as close as it could have possibly come. Woo-hoo-hoo! We're in for a good year, friends. Say what you will, Vanguard has been absolutely litty, and this has been insane. Sensational Call of Duty today. Crazy. Your voice is gone.
Yeah, this is going to be a problem tomorrow. I think I'm a little bit concerned, but I got to say, by the way, how important this kickoff might be for a few teams, right? Guerrillas, very obvious holes in the gameplay. That's something they need to go back to. Even for OpTic, it really felt like just for those first 2 maps, a little bit of those land jitters, right?
Yeah,
like just a slow start in the first map. So many team kills that were coming through. The listening was fine, but not their best. I think it's important just to get it out of the way, and now you know for LAN what the practice is going to need to look like over the next couple weeks to lead into the Pro League. I think this is actually going to turn into a series that benefits OpTic massively.
Yeah, it always does. Well, that's it. Our Game Fuel Marquee match is done. However, we have Guy Blaze on stage with Envoy for our Game Fuel Victory Spotlight.
Thank you very much, Miles. Give it up for the Thieves one more time. All right, we got Envoy on the stage for our Game Fuel Victory Spotlight. And Envoy, you know, the Thieves, you guys absolutely stole the show today. Coming out here, you had some fans rooting for you, a few boos out there, but going into this matchup, what was the team's mindset on how you wanted to take down this OpTic squad?
So the team's mindset has always been just teamwork this year, especially being out in LA. We're at kind of a disadvantage online, so it really takes, you know, that 100% of teamwork to win maps. And coming here to LAN, I think we're doing a good job of translating, and we're just going to keep building on it.
Nice, nice. And when it came down to the series, what was the toughest part for you guys overtaking that OpTic Texas squad?
I think control obviously has been our struggle so far, losing that in both matches. So definitely have to clean up on that. But I think the one thing going for us is that we probably have the most search reps in the league with playing, you know, all the kickoff tournaments. So we've been looking really well in that so far.
All right, you guys looking really well indeed. And now coming to that series to close it out, tell me a little bit about your teammates, okay? Because, you know, that last map, it wasn't the best for you, but your teammates were coming in clutch, closing it out. And even on that last rotation, you picked up a few big double kills. What makes this Thieves team so special?
I mean, we just all know our role on the team. You know, we know what it takes to get these wins in, and it could be, you know, like I said, like you said, I didn't have the best series, but my teammates came in clutch, and, you know, we got the win.
All right, you got the win indeed. Any words out there for the fans of the Thieves? Any haters out there that you want to talk to that may have doubted you coming onto this stage?
Shout out 100 Thieves, shout out John Robinson. Thank you guys for all the support, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, shout out 100 Thieves and John Robinson. Make it up for him. Veli, take us away.
Blaze, one good series after another. Today has been beautiful. I know Kicks is at home, just going crazy that her man just won, but let's break it all down right here on the desk. Slack, starting with you, this matchup was nuts. Coming in here and hearing the crowd was insane, man.
Dude, we've had 2 of our fan favorites go home in one day. Call of Duty is crazy every single day that goes on. I am just blown away. That OpTic Texas team, they look strong at moments, but overall, LA Thieves, man, they're impressing me, baby.
It's crazy. aLLeY, baby girl, what's on your mind? That was an amazing matchup.
I'm literally still shaking. I will not have a voice tomorrow. And not Veli Kicks was front row, dude. You could hear her on stream just screaming her heart out. 100 Thieves. Everything was against them, man. And they seriously showed up and dominated.
Yes, nameless. LA Thieves. They're moving on forward, and OpTic, they're going home.
I'm not surprised, honestly. You know, I predicted LA Thieves to win that series. But, you know, talk a little bit about Envoy, the guy you saw in the interview. Like, this guy got dropped from that team, and he comes back, he wins that series, and he didn't even have the best performance. He finds a team that believes in him. Everybody on the team, they did what they needed to do. They looked absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. Now let's talk about the day in its entirety so far. Slacked, let's talk about NYSL, and what we saw from them today.
Yeah, so New York, man, they're impressing me as well. They look like the real deal. Obviously, we've been given a lot of gas to Crimsix and Clayster, kind of picking up those 2 rookies and seeing what they can do. Obviously, in both matches they've played so far, Neptune and HyDra specifically has been absolutely frying. Time and time again, you guys see this team go at it, and I am just super impressed. I can't lie, I didn't think New York would be the best team in the entire world. I saw them maybe middle of the pack, maybe top 5, top 6, but so far, they're looking really good. I can't wait to continue to watch them throughout this weekend.
Now, aLLeY, taking a look at Minnesota Røkkr as well. I mean, in the future, we want to see this team just go as far as ever, right?
Well, like I said, this is a team that's set up to possibly be a squad like Toronto Ultra, but we got to talk about what I think was one of the biggest highlights of my day, was Atlanta FaZe versus Seattle Surge. I mean, FaZe may have met their match. I know it's early to say that, but across the board, I feel like Arcitys in the matchup of accuracy, Cellium in the matchup of Sib, aBeZy in the matchup of Mac, and Simp with the matchup of Pred. Pred was the big question mark for me. I was like, this roster could definitely stand against this squad, but it was all about if Pred comes up and shows out, and that is exactly what he did today with that win over Atlanta FaZe.
Yeah, shout out to Seattle Surge for that big dub to kick off things for the day. And Nameless, let's talk about the Game Fuel marquee match of the day. The LA Thieves, man, pulling the big one out.
Yeah, man, this was an incredible series. I don't know why OpTic Texas decided to play them on this map, first of all. These guys are incredible with the ARs, and I want to show some love to Octane. This guy is an absolute monster. The amount of times he was picking up the kills in the right spot, popping 2 pieces, seeing him on that Tuscan, he was going off on an SMG map. He had the AR out just frying, man. Like, this team is built for success, and then for OpTic Texas, like, Scump did not play well. Like, seriously. I was watching him play, and I'm like, dude, this doesn't seem like the Scump of last year. He was getting pooped on, brother.
No, big time. All right, aLLeY, day 2 is over. This has been crazy. I didn't expect any of this. I mean, what are your thoughts heading into Championship Sunday tomorrow?
It's only going to get more exciting, Valley.
I know.
Everybody's pick'ems is chopped, dude. Literally lighting my power rankings on fire the second we get off air right now. This has been crazy, but it's what makes COD exciting. It's what makes everybody get up in their chairs and scream, is all these upsets and teams that you expect to kick ass don't.
Exactly. Slacked. Usually you're up there playing, right? Right now you're on the desk. This is a different view than what you're used to. Do you like it?
I do love it, man. Being on the analyst desk and seeing all the matches and just kind of sitting back and checking everything out is pretty cool. I can't lie, I miss competing a lot, but I'm super excited to be up here with you guys, and it's been a fun weekend so far.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and take a look at a bracket to see what teams went home and what teams will be moving forward, because things have been crazy. The upsets were there to kick off the day. The Seattle Surge made a statement with a 3-1 win over the Atlanta FaZe. After that, New York Subliners with a fast 3-0 against Minnesota Røkkr. Toronto Ultra won 3-1 against the Mutineers, and then the game that we just saw, the game that made everybody go wild in the crowd. The Game Fuel marquee match of the day, the LA Thieves got a big dub over OpTic Texas, and tomorrow, there's only 4 teams left. Nameless, how you feel about our last 4 remaining squads?
It's exciting. We got some teams that we don't typically see making it this far, like Seattle Surge. This team was not good the last 2 years, so it's exciting that they have an extra roster that can go out there and compete with the best of them, so I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah, now for those of you tomorrow, make sure you tune in at 4 p.m. Eastern for the first matchup of the day. But right here, we're gonna close things down. I'm telling you, selling out tickets today and having an audience that crazy just lets you know that CDL and this Vanguard game is gonna go far this year. The hype is there and the crowd is just beautiful. This is my first CDL event, and still I'm loving it. And this is just day 2. If you want to see even more and even better games, make sure you tune in tomorrow. But ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in so far. And once again, this is the CDL Kickoff Classic. We'll see you again tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, for some more great Call of Duty action.